my second attempt at scenario 2 of Discover. So I'm all set up, ready. I've chosen this time to go with the Sushi Chef. Now this guy has an ability that lets me treat meat as if it were food, which says I can spend meat as if it were food. So essentially you can eat raw meat. And my 3 plans, blueprints for what are they called? The thing is, my blueprints, so I can build a trap for defense, I can build a wooden shield for defense, and I can build this fishing trap for utility. Now I don't know if fishing trap might be cool for collecting raw meat for the Sushi Chef. I never know, could be a nice combo. But we haven't seen what any of these 3 things do yet. I've never constructed them, so they could be anything. But I might sort of go towards trying to make the shield. We know from last time that I have this special monster to fight for potentially the end of the scenario. So I need to go and do some exploring. Hopefully, not beeline it straight to the 2 objectives, but do a bit of digging, see if I can find some good tools to use, and then try and take on the monster. So I'm going to be trying to find some wood to build a shield, and I'm going to be trying to get some food and water, because I know that my night deck is quite harsh on the old waterfront. It definitely keeps stripping me of water at least, and sometimes I need some food as well. So that's what I'm going to be trying to go after. Just a quick refresher of the scenario. I mean, there's not much to it, but essentially woke up, don't know where I am, and a search in my new campsite reveals no clues as to how you got here or why. Only a torn and faded scrap of paper, too damaged by the elements to read. You'll have to explore the area more thoroughly if you're going to make it home. So that's actually, thinking about it, the scrap of paper potentially is the same piece of paper that we found in the first scenario, only we could make out what was written on it then, and that was that doctor guy that we found in the cave. So when a 3 map tile was revealed, place 1 counter on this card, and when there was a survivor number of counters on the card, advance to stage 2. So just like before, I just need to flip number 3 tile over because there's only 1 survivor, and that will go on to stage 2. And I know that stage 2 is to put a token onto a landmark, and that will move me on to stage 3. Pretty much ready to just get going. So I'm going to scout. Well, I can't scout now, can I? Before I could. I'm going to head towards number 3. So I'm going to just make my way up to this end of the board and start having a look around. So move to here and scout this number 1 tile. That's the statue there, which I think I need either the gem or the hieroglyphs to be able to do anything. So potentially leave that for now. Scout this tile. So this is my 3rd action, and there's some wood and the helicopter. And I didn't properly get to explore the helicopter before. Right, so let's put this wood down. I want to grab that. Let me just update this as well. 1, 2, 3. Here, so the move and 2 scouts, and then I'm going to go here. Oh, hang on a second. That move was into this horrible Junie sand, so that was actually an extra 1 stamina. I don't want to forget that. There's quite a lot of dunes getting to this statue as well. I must have been cheating pretty badly last time, actually, thinking about it. I don't know if I even took those terrains into consideration. Right, so I'm going to head to the chopper, which is 3 moves without any of that sand, so that's just taking me down to 5. And then I'll do an explore, so I'm going down to 4, and that's number 14. So card 14 from the explore deck. And this says, the crashed helicopter is emblazoned with a white skull insignia. Judging by the broken rotor blades, it's never flying again. Now, the white skull is something that you can, there was like a code book that let you interpret white skulls, so I think I need to possibly come back to a chopper later with that. So on a 10 to 12 resolve either exploration card 56 or 15, or on a 1 to 9 resolve card 15. So I'll roll, and I got a 2, so I can resolve card 15. and that is a bullwhip. 70 card 15, definitely what that says, just making sure. Okay. You find a flexible leather whip coiled around the helicopter's controls. You may reroll 1 die in combat. Also has an action, gather wood or stone feature tokens from an adjacent space. So, that's cool. It means I can, instead of moving onto a space, I can whip it up to me. And also can get a reroll on one of the dice. Now, if I explore again, I'm just going to keep getting 15 potentially. I need a 10, 11 or 12 to get. I'm here though, aren't I? No, I'm not going to do that. So I'll scout here, which will take me down to 3. There's some wildlife, so potentially raw meat, which will help me out. So we're down to 3. And then I'm going to go. I can't get back to the campfire now, can I? I always forget it's nice to go back to the camp. Well, I've got an objective in my mind of building this wooden shield, so I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. And I've got a piece of wood. And that takes me down to 0 stamina. And right, night phase. So I've shuffled this deck up already. Let's see what we get. I've got thirst, so I need to drink my water. Sleep, I gain 8 stamina, and then rock slide, which replaces all the rocks, which I haven't done any of yet. And now, move each monster 2 spaces towards the nearest survivor. If there are no monsters on the map, spawn 1 monster token at the lowest numbered landmark. So number 14 is going to get a monster spawn on it. So monster on there now. Okay, I did want to go back there, but I'm not doing that now. I gained 8 stamina and ready for the next day. I really want to find the water source. I think the pump was one of the only places that I was able to find water before. Yeah, I would hope. Well, I don't know. Okay, so 1, 2, and that's a meat. 3. It's the more. So raw. Got two potential foods, and I got some rocks. Now I flipped over 3, so that does make the scenario move on, and that is now the footprints you found are large with terrible claws, but they don't match any creature you know. Still, there's something familiar about them. You're not safe here as long as the thing is roaming around. You have to track its movements and confront the monster, and this headache you're developing isn't making it any easier. So yeah, this is the thing of, if I go to a landmark without a counter, I can put a counter on it, and that will move on the scenario. Now I don't want to do it yet. I know that that's going to spawn token monster token 86, which is a special scenario monster as far as I can tell. So that's going to be not nice. So I don't want to do that. So it's 1, 2, 3, down to 5. I wanted to find some wood, and I'm kind of stuck in this area now. 5. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, and yes, I've found the water and I've found the wood. That's pretty perfect. What I wanted to happen. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to move here. I'll grab that. Nice. I've got 3 wood and down to 0 stamina. Next night phase. Thirst, again, I didn't manage to get to the water, so that's going to damage me, put myself onto thirsty. And then I've got a deep sleep, so if I was at a campfire I would have gained 9 stamina, but I'm not, so I just gained 7. Inspiration, so a tribe leader draws a project card, so cool, I get project, that's what they're called, project cards. Got another project card. Oh, this is a sling. That needs animal skin to build, and Then I get a patrol, so that's moving the monster 2 spaces towards the survivor, so this monster's coming at me. 1, 2. And I gained 7 stamina, which is going to pop up now. Now, I do not want this damage on me, so I know what I can do now is I can go in here, and this is going to flip over, and it's going to give me 1 water for moving in. And then I'm going to do a gather. I'm going to do 2 gather actions, so I can gather 2 more water. So it puts me down to 4 moving in. So I can gain 2 more lovely waters there. And I'm going to take an action to recover, which gives me I drink the water and cure my thirst, so back onto 3 healthy dials. And then I'm going to build the wooden shield, so 2 wood to construct this project. Well, I'm going to keep that in front of me actually, it's fine. So I'm making card number 92, item number 92, which should be a wooden shield. And that is, yep, during combat you may re-roll the enemy die. Okay, so it's a defensive thing that just lets me try and make the enemy die not be dangerous, so that's cool. Right, have I kept track of this thing properly? 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so down to 2. What can I do? If I need to eat or drink, I'm going to be okay now. I'm going to go here. So that's 1. That's going to flip this up. So I didn't have to fight anything. I just got some hide, which is nice. So I could build the sling. Yeah, build a sling. So moved in here, collect the hide, and then I'm going to spend the hide to build a sling. So that's going to give me card number 89. So the sling is, when you craft this card, place 1 counter on it. After rolling dice in combat, you may spend 1 counter from this card or 1 stone to apply a +3 to your roll. Okay. Right, okay. So it starts off with a counter on it. But I can also use stone as ammo and add 3 to my dice roll. So that's quite a nice thing to do for damage. So I've got good rerolls. I've got a defensive reroll, I've got a weapon, so I'm looking okay. I say, but I don't know. I want to have a bit more of an explore and see how the hieroglyphs and stuff all work out. So I'm not going to do anything just yet. So onto night, into a night phase. Hunger. Each survivor either spends 1 food or suffers 1 hunger damage. Spend the food. And then light sleep, gains 7 stamina, and an eventful night, draw a threat card. So a threat card. Oh, gain my stamina up to 7. Threat card is a merciless sun. The sun is sapping away your strength. You need to find some shade. Heat. At the start of day, lose 2 stamina. If you end your turn at a landmark, discard this card. Oh, that's nasty. So I lose 2 stamina at the start of the day, and every day I'm going to lose 2 stamina until I finish my turn on a landmark. So I'm in here. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can go 1, 2, 3, 4. That will get me a water on the way through. And then I might as well do a search on this helicopter again. So it was number 14. Oh, it's still here. Crashed helicopter, so I can roll a die. And I needed to get a 10 or 12, or 10 to 12, which I didn't, so it does nothing because I was a 7. Yeah, so I'll now drop the helicopter on the floor. 1 minute. Okay. So all the way there, spent my thingy. I'm now at a landmark at the end of the day, so I can discard this threat card, which was nasty. And then back onto end of the day. Though this is where things start getting painful, because if I need to eat, if I need food here, I'm going to take damage again. So here we go, hunger. Yeah, so I need to eat, which I can't do, so I don't have any food, so taking that hunger damage here on my wound track. I sleep well, so I get 8 stamina. A windstorm replaces all the wood tokens on the board. So there's one there, one there. And then peril. If I'm not at the fire, then draw a threat card. So I gained 8 stamina, don't forget that. And then draw a threat card. Ambush. Spawn a monster in your space. Okay, so a monster spawning in my space. Oh, what's that? It's like a Indiana Jones dude. What's this guy? Number 75, enemy 75 is... is a treasure hunter. So the treasure hunter, his white skull lapel. Oh, hang on. This says white skull as well, so I guess you can use that code book against these guys. Oh, that's quite interesting. It's annoying that I haven't got the code book, but anyway. At the start of combat, you may discard 1 treasure item to defeat this enemy and resolve exploration card 56. Oh, so I was getting those treasures that had no effect, and also the white skull thing. They deal with these treasure hunters. Like whatever the next card is. That's, well, I can't do that anyway, but that's cool. Okay, so we have to fight this guy because I don't have anything to bribe him with. He's not too dangerous though. So yeah, I got a 10, so I get to hurt him. But also, he would have hurt me because he got a high number. We got 10 as well, actually. So I'm going to re-roll his thing. And that is a 9, so he still hurts me, but I can re-roll it with my shield now. Oh no, I can re-roll it with my bullwhip now. So let's try and get that lower. And that is a 6, so he doesn't hurt me, so 1 damage to the treasure hunter, and he runs off in the number 6 direction, which is this way. And let me just pop a wound token on the guy as well. Where should I put him? For now. Okay, so I want food, potentially rocks from my slingshot, and just want to go and explore a bit. Right. I don't know if it's worth doing this. Well, actually, I want to go and bribe that treasure hunter. So, let's see if I can find. I know there's treasure down actually in here, so I could go down there and get the treasure, and then come and give it to the treasure hunter. Or I could try and find that skull. I can't remember where I found that notebook. Right, okay. I'm going to go into here. So it's down, takes me down to 6. And, oh, it's the camel. So 64, enemy 64. Camel's got 2 health, but it can't hurt me. It's going to get me 2 meat and 2 pelts if I beat it. I can re-roll using my whip. So I don't hurt him. And he runs off in direction 10, so he runs down there. So 3. I'm going to follow this camera around. So damage him. There was no plot. I don't know if it does extra damage. So 1 damage on the camel, and it's going off in direction 11. So that's going to go there. So to follow it, so that's my 4th stamina used up. Ah, okay. So, going to use the re-roll with my bullwhip. Oh man, okay. So he's running away again, that direction. I'm going to follow him again. This is probably silly now. So that was. What did I do? Yeah, so I'm down to 3 stamina. Going to re-roll with my bullwhip. So 1, so he's running away up to there. I'm going to follow him again, obviously, because I'm committed to this now. Oh, these dice are appalling at the minute. Right, re-roll with my bullwhip. 7. I'm going to use a slingshot to go up to 10, so damage him, kill him. And I get 2 meat and 2 pelts, that's what I wanted. 2 meat. And I get 2 pelts. I'm trying to find the pelts in here. There's one here. Where are they? So what I'll do, I'll just use that one for now because I'm going to come back again. Right, now I've got quite a lot of stuff now. I've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I can't carry all this stuff, I need to drop something. I guess I'm going to drop a water. And that was 2. You know, I have no idea how much stamina I should have left now. I was on here, wasn't I? And I went up to there, so that would have been 2. And I went 3, 4, 5, 6. So I've got 2 left. That makes sense. I've got 2 left then. What is that? The monster that I killed? Was that the monster? Oh yeah, there we go. I didn't kill him, so I've got a monster here and a monster and the treasure hunters. I'm gonna go up to here, and that ends my turn. Oh, I've got food now actually. So, actually, yeah, that's what I can do. So instead of dropping that, I can eat one of his meats and recover my wound. So now I've got 1 stamina left, and I'll just use that to move on. That works. That means I don't have to drop anything, and I've got still got a meat left in case I get hungry. Right, good. Now I'm on to the red knight cards, the bad knight cards. Okay, thirst, so spend a water. Light sleep, gain 7 stamina. Time passes, so roll a die to determine an icon. 10, so that's the food icon. For each die rolled, place a feature token of that type on the supply. Okay, so I didn't pick up any food, so I'm not replacing anything. And then eventful night, I need to draw a threat card. Man, I love threat cards. Unnatural growth. Your damage cannot be healed. Spend 1 medicine to discard this card. Okay. When you awaken, white mushrooms are growing in your hair. Are you infected? Right, I need to find medicine, which I've not come across in here at all, so I don't know, that doesn't, I'm not sure how, basically, I did get 7, didn't I? Yeah, so this is not good really. I feel like I should just go and try and complete the scenario because I don't know, I haven't got any rocks for my slingshot. Right, okay, want to flip this over. Pyramid, nice. There's going to be some wood there. So 3, 4 to go down to 3. Explore puts me down to 2. Exploring the pyramid. Now I'm pretty sure I need hieroglyphs or something for this as well. I think it might be the beehive I'm looking for to get that. That's that interpretation thing. So roll a die on a 10 to 12. Resolve exploration card 56. Yeah. So this one has got hieroglyphs and it's got a gem. So if I had, there's a few different things. I think there's a gem and also a stone tablet. If I had either of those, then I could. So I've got an 8. So it doesn't do anything, but I'm not going to try that again because it seems like a bit of a waste until I can find some other stuff. So 2 left. Oh, I can't get to the campfire because I'm going through dunes. I was hoping I could stop at the campfire. Well, never mind, so I'm going to go get this wood then. 1 piece of wood. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm at the limit. Used all that stuff up. Might be worth thinking about building this fishing trap. I need more wood for that. Anyway, down to 0 and back onto the night guard. Each survivor either suffers a medicine damage or spends 1 food and 1 water. Well, I can do that. So no infection. Deep sleep. If the survivor's at fire, it gains 9, or otherwise gains 7. Low flames. Each fire burns out. So campfire has gone out. And then Night Stalkers move each monster's token 2 spaces towards the nearest survivor. So he's coming up towards me, and he's coming up towards me. And yeah, I gain 7 stamina. Right, so I've still got water, but I don't have any food again. So I need to try and find some food. Okay, I'm going to go here and reveal that for 2 actions. Okay, well that's not particularly... Oh, I just realised actually, I constructed these 2 things, and when you construct a thing, you get projects, you get to draw more. So I've actually got 2 more projects in my hand, and right, so I've got 2 weapons. I've got a wooden staff and a stone mace. And so I can make the staff. I think the staff was like you could re-roll both dice. I don't know what the mace does, but that might be a nice weapon. So I was just going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's a bit of a wildlifey thing here. So 6 to flip that over, and we've got some sort of prancing creature. 63. So gazelle. So I'll fight the gazelle. When this enemy retreats, move it 2 squares instead of 1, or spaces instead of 1. But you get 2 meat and 2 pelts from it. But I'm not going to be able to kill it, and I'm not going to be able to follow it. So I haven't done enough damage to it, but I can re-roll. So I've got 12, so 1 damage. Doesn't do anything to me, so 1 wound on the gazelle. But I don't have anything to do extra damages, and it runs away 2 spaces, so it's going to run this way 2. And I've only got... Oh, I can't remember again. Really need to keep track of this. So I've just got 1 left, so I move there. And then onto the knight. Please don't be food. It's food. Hunger. Each survivor either spends 1 food or suffers 1 hunger damage. So down over to hunger. Now, light sleep gains 7 stamina. Night Stalkers move each monster token 2 spaces towards the nearest survivor. 1, 2, 2. And Eyes in the Dark, spawn 1 monster token in a space adjacent to a tribe leader. So, monster. Nice. So I gained 7 stamina. I suppose I'd better start thinking about how I'm going to complete this. Right. I'm going to go here. That's 2. Fight the little gazelle. Okay, kill the gazelle. Got 12 there. Oh, you can see the dice. You can see them. So that goes back in the deck, and I get 2 meat and 2 pelts. The meat is what I'm interested in, so why did I put that as a meat token? 2 meat. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've already got pelt 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I've got 2 pelts. I'm not going to take them. I've already got 2 pelts on me. Where are these pelts? So I think if I don't take the items with me, I drop them on the space on the board. I've just got this pot of misc tokens. Hang on. There's a pelt and another pelt. So I may be making this roll up, but I'm just going to drop them here. And that was 2, so down to 5, and then I'm going to use another one up to flip over this number 4 tile. Oh, it's the beehive. The beehive. I like the beehive. That's got some fancy stuff. So that's 1, 2, 3. And then 4th one to explore number 1. Now the beehive's got a gem on it. So this says the ancient hut looks like it once hosted an archaeological expedition. There's a gem-shaped socket in the floor, so that would be if I had the gem. But it says resolve card 3. And card 3 is the stone tablet. So when you resolve a card that has the word hieroglyph, you may instead resolve a card 2 numbers higher. So I've got hieroglyphs now. So I want to start going back towards the pyramid to see what's in the pyramid if I have the stone tablet. Oh, hang on. So now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've got 11 things. Oh, what do I drop? Drop another. I'm going to drop another pelt. Oh, that goes in that space there. Yeah, so I want to go back up towards the pyramid, but first, night phase. Water shortage. Each survivor discards 2 water. Well, I've only got 1 to discard, but no damage. Each survivor turns 1 of their hunger or thirst damage, or medicine damage into a physical. So this becomes physical damage. And that's going to be a timer almost to the end. Trouble with that one is it gets, once I run out of red night cards, they're all going to get shuffled back in, and these sort of things that come out are going to be like a timer. If I can't heal physical damage and I don't know how to heal physical damage, then I'm going to die. So I don't know how long I can really mess around exploring here. But each monster moves 3 spaces towards the nearest survivor not at a fire. So I gain 6 stamina and then 3 spaces towards me. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, actually, is he going to go that way? Is he? 1, 2, let's do that. Don't know. 6 stamina back. I ain't getting back here anytime soon, am I? So I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to be right next to a monster if I do that. I want to get. Oh, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I'm going to go there. Why not? So, hopefully this will be hunger because I don't have any water. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, okay. Water shortage. Each survivor discards 2 water. I can't do that, but again, you don't get thirst. Change. It's the same thing as before. Actually, it's the same card. Oh no, actually. So it's rest, asleep, 6 stamina. And then move each monster token 3 spaces towards the nearest survivor not at fire. Wait, did I? Ignore me, that's the same card as I did a minute ago. Right. Spilled water, each survivor discards 1 water. Hunger. Each survivor either spends 1 food or suffers 1 hunger damage. So I can spend the food, so that's good. Sleep, gain 8 stamina. Yes. 8 stamina is nice. And then bad luck. Each survivor not at a fire draws a threat card. Right. So a threat card. Sunstroke. If you move more than 4 spaces on your turn, you must either spend 1 water or suffer 1 thirst. If you end your turn at a landmark, discard this card. Oh, that's cool. Right, good. So I'm on 8 stamina. I'm going to move to the pyramid. So 1, 2, 3. So down to 5. And then another one to explore the pyramid, which is 24. And then the hieroglyphs let me look 2 higher. So I'm pretty sure there's hieroglyphs on here, so let's go through. So 24, pyramid has hieroglyphs, so we're going to go to 26. 26 is a golden necklace, which has no effect, but it's a treasure. So treasure card, no effect, golden necklace. Now I can give that to the treasure hunter. I don't know what that's going to do, but I can try. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Don't look at that card, Glenn. So if I stop here, then I can get rid of my sunstroke and go to the night card. It's the last night card. Spoiled food. Each survivor discards 1 food or meat. I've run out of resources again. It's almost like I'm just going to have to go for that end game. Thirst. Each survivor either spends 1 water or suffers 1 thirst damage. Now this is bad because again I'm about to die. I don't know. I guess I don't know. I just don't know. Gain 8 stamina. So I go up to 12. It's the medicine. Like I don't know where to get medicine from. And then predators. Each survivor not at a fire and not adjacent to a monster token must spawn 1 monster token adjacent to their space. So there's going to be another monster hitting the board next to me. I'm going to put it here. And then, okay, next turn I've got 12 stamina. First thing I'm going to do is go and see this guy. So that's 4, so it takes me down to 8. And obviously the fight will just be, at the start of your combat you may discard 1 treasure to defeat this enemy and resolve exploration card 56. So I'm going to give the treasure hunter the golden necklace, and then it's going to reveal exploration card 56, which is the Skull Codebook. Right, so now that says when you would resolve a card that has the phrase White Skull, you may instead resolve a card 3 numbers higher. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 things, but 8 stamina. The helicopter definitely had a White Skull thing on it, so I want to see what that's got in there. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and discard a wood to relight the fire. Don't do that. Don't do that. But down to 3, and I'm going to end my turn on the campfire. Back to the night phase. These night cards are going to get shuffled in. This could be me dying. I mean, it could easily be me dying. If I need to drink or eat, then I'm dead. But you know, that was me running around trying to. Each survivor either suffers 1 medicine damage or spends 1 food and 1 water. Each survivor at a fire gains 9 stamina, otherwise each survivor gains 7 stamina. Each fire burns out. and then each monster moves 2 spaces towards the nearest survivor. Right, so I didn't die because that puts me down to there. I gain 9 stamina, which puts me up to 12, and then each monster moves 2 spaces towards me. Oh, and the wood. Sorry, the. Oh, actually, I can keep the fire burning. Each
vote. You are asking for the song "Keep the Home Fires Burning." Is that right?
No. Sorry about that. Right. So, monsters move 2 spaces towards me. 1, 2. Oh, treasure hunter's gone. 1, 2, and this guy moves 1. He's on top of me. I don't know what this is actually. I've not seen this before. Number 72. It's like a wee little thing. So 72 is on me. Hyena. Its laughter as it stalks forward is not even a tiny bit comforting. After its enemy retreats, discard 1 meat. Reward 2 meats and 1 pill. So it's got 2 health. Again, these things with 2 health are just annoying because it's like, I've got to fight it. Okay, well, I'm going to re-roll that for my shield, and then I'm going to re-roll that for my whip. It didn't hurt me, it ran away. It goes this way. And then I now have 12 stamina. So what I really need to do with this 12 stamina is get some food and water. But with no medicine... Oh, okay, right, hang on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to explore. So that puts me on 7. The helicopter is 14. But I've got the skull, which lets me look at number 17. Because it definitely had white skull on it. I find. Oh, I dropped a card. Hang on. It's another one of those. Water still. At the start of night, if there were no water at camp, place 1 clean water from the supply at camp. Upgrade. Okay, that's going to give me water at the campfire. But that's like at the start of night, which means I can't pick it up. 7. So if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That will give me a water. It gives me a wood, a food, and a water. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I've got 10 items. I've got 1 wood. I've got 1 water, 1 food. And how many was that? So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I've got 1 stamina left. To do nothing with really. Let's just come over here. Well, I know that the Skull Notebook lets me get water from the helicopter now at least, so that's interesting. Right. 1 stamina left. On 3 wounds, let's see what we can do. Hunger, so spend a food. Light sleep, gain 7 stamina. Night Stalkers, move each monster token 2 spaces towards the nearest survivor. Eyes in the Dark, spawn a monster token in the space adjacent to a tribe leader. I don't run out of monsters. Okay. I gained 7 stamina there, so I'm on 8. I mean, I kind of want to see the end game now. It seems like it. Right, anyway, so 1, 2. Ugh. 3, 4, 5, 6. Explore for 7, so it goes me down to 1. Exploring cave. Oh, you can see that, yeah. Cave there. It's number 4. So the cave is... Darkness within the cave is a blessed relief from the heat. One of the walls is carved with hieroglyphs. All hieroglyphs. So can go 2 higher than 4, so I can do 6. I have found an incendiary grenade. In the dark corners you find a stash of weapons. Most are rusty beyond repair, but this seems functional. Weapon plus weapon flame. After rolling dice in combat, you may discard this card to turn your dice to a 12. Nice. Right. I've got a fire grenade. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm on a space. If I spend a stamina, I can put a token down, and I can move on to the end game. I can't heal. I mean, I could go around looking for medicine, but I'm tooled up. If I take 1 wound, I'm going to die. But let's just see what happens now, because I've got no clue. Right, so I've just put a token on there, so I'm going to stage 3, which says spawn special token 86 in the current survivor space. That enemy will lead to the next stage. Oh, will lead to the next stage. Okay, so I'm not actually on the next stage. The monster's here with me. And it's number 86. Okay, so this is what we're facing, an abomination. So it's got 2 times the amount of health as the survivors. So it's got 2 health. It has ragged white beard and thick claws. Perhaps it was human, but not anymore. Oh, it's the white bearded guy that we found before. He was in the cave, actually. If you use a flame item, apply -3 to the enemy's roll. Reward advance to stage 3. Right, so I need to kill him. And the incendiary grenade means that oh, okay. Right, so fighting this guy. I need to kill him. Right, so I got, oh god, he got 12. Oh man. Right, I can use my shield to defend. Oh god. Okay, I'll use the whip to reroll the 12 again. So, oh, it's a 1. Alright, so I didn't hurt him, and he didn't hurt me. Is it worth doing the grenade now? No, because it saved my life, really. Oh, I don't know. Right, he's going to run, so he's going to go up here. And there's no... oh, you can't. Okay. Hopefully... oh, I don't know. Let's just see what happens. So it's the night phase. Thirst. So, get rid of the water. Light sleep, so gain 7. And then time passes, so it's the roll a die and see which thing to refresh. So I've got to refresh any wildlife things. I mean, it's pointless here, but let's just stick them on. That refreshes. Oh, there's one here as well. And then each survivor not at a fire draws a threat card. Alright. It would be good to have some stone, because that sling would be good, but let's see what happens. Right, so I've got to draw a threat. Oh. There should be a stone here. Right. Move 4 spaces towards the monster token nearest you. If there are no monster tokens on the map, spawn 1 in your space. Damn it. Okay, I've got to fight him again, so I'm moving in with him. Well, I'm not moving in with him, I'm moving into his space. Right. I've got to fight him again, so let's roll. See what happens. Right, so I can re-roll that with my shield. So 1 damage to him, no damage to me. Good. Oh, that's a 3 and an 11, by the way. So I've damaged him once, and he's going to run. So he's going to go into 3. So he's going to go into that square with a stone now. Well, nice. Ah, so it's now my turn. How much damage did I gain? 7. Spawn 1. Do you know what? I don't really need to do this. Well, I gained 7, right? I gained 7, so I'm going to use my whip action to grab this stone from that space. So I got 2 stones, and then move in with him. So it's 1. So for the attack now, hopefully this is going to be all right. Right, I've got a 4 and a 7. If I throw my incendiary grenade at him, that puts my dice up to 12, and it reduces his by. What was it? Oh no, it was here. If you'd use a flame item, yep, then reduce his die by 3, so it goes down to 4. So he doesn't hurt me because he needs a 5. I hurt him because I need 10. Another damage on him. Boom, killed the abomination. Hopefully that's the end of the scenario. Right? Advance to stage 3. Lost in the wild. With the abomination defeated, you're able to turn your focus to survival. Fortunately, there's plenty of this phosphorescent white fungus for you to eat. It seems to be growing everywhere, and eating it quietens your headache for a while. When the military finds you, they carefully place you in quarantine. As they whisk you away, you watch a massive fireball blossom above what would have been your campsite. God, says one soldier, I hope that contains the stuff. Could you imagine if anyone spread that further? Your headache starts getting worse immediately. It lasts for the rest of your life. All survivors win the game. Okay. So, I guess we've sort of worked out for the scenario 1 and 2 that this desert has got some fungus stuff that seems to mutate people. The abomination is clearly that guy that we found in the cave, I think, with the big white beard. So that makes him go into a monster. And I've been infected. That headache, I guess, was me being infected, and I've been eating the mushrooms, so not nice. So this sushi chef guy has escaped out into the world with the infection, which apparently would be bad. But yeah, completed the scenario. The next ones are in the snowy mountains, so it's going to be a different map, different monsters, different items and stuff. So that's cool. I'm looking forward to seeing that. And yeah, I like that. I enjoyed that. I mean, getting that incendiary grenade in the cave. I mean, like, who knew that there would be a fire grenade there? It was quite cool. I mean, it's not how it would necessarily go, but it was quite cool that I went to the cave and found the guy that we found in the cave. Obviously, that was just coincidence, but still, nice little bit of narrative. Yeah, it was constantly just hoping to get food and water, and hoping that the night cards didn't kill me. But yeah, if I had taken 1 wound there, that would have been me dead again. But luckily, gearing up with that, with the weapons and stuff, was probably a good idea. And let me kill him with a fire grenade. So yeah, I enjoyed that. Hope you guys enjoyed that. And I will set up and play scenario 3 at some point, probably in the next couple of days. So keep an eye out for that video. Yeah, thanks for watching.